So good times to not follow something like this is, say someone's working really intensely with you 3 or 4 days per week, and maybe they want to do something on their own 2 or 3 days per week. If this is the case, I would definitely recommend lighter conditioning and looking at eccentric as much as possible exercises. So for instance, let's say someone works for you Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they want to do some cardio and conditioning on Tuesday and Thursday. Well, a really good way to do some conditioning work on Tuesday and Thursday would be to look for eccentric-less exercises and going a little bit lighter so they can recover more for the actual workouts on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And so good examples would be sled marches, sled pulls, those type of exercises. The sled is a great recovery / conditioning tool because there's no eccentric action when you're doing this. So there's a lot of recovery there. And the non-eccentric action of the exercise means that there's blood flow going to the area and there's not necessarily as much damage caused. So if you're unaware, the eccentric portion of a lift, so if you're lowering yourself in a squat, or if you're lowering the bicep curl, that's what causes most of the muscle damage, and that's what causes a lot of soreness. So using something like a sled or throwing things like medicine balls, there's no eccentric action on these movements. So you're just getting blood flow to the area and not really building any soreness. And this can actually help boost recovery for the following workouts because you're just getting a lot of blood flow through the system without really taxing yourself. And it's really imperative if you're going to program for someone like this to tell them it's not hard. Do not kill yourself. This is an easy kind of thing. You get your heart rate up a little bit, you get your sweat on a little bit, but you are not crushing yourself. Again, very important to communicate this to people. It's something I'll probably repeat myself a few more times. But again, they don't want to crush themselves. They want to get their heart rate up. They want to get a good sweat on. They want to feel good. They want to leave the gym feeling much better than they entered the gym. They should feel energized. They should feel like they went a little too easy. Another really good option for some kind of finishers after workout or some conditioning on off days for people who maybe are only training 2 or 3 days with you and want to do something 1 or 2 days on their own are kettlebell, dumbbell, or barbell complexes. And these are essentially circuits where you do not put the implement down. So you could do something like a barbell RDL right into a barbell row, right into a barbell power clean, right into a barbell push press, right into a barbell back squat. And that whole thing you're doing back to back to back to back, one exercise right into the other. As soon as you've done the RDLs, you go right into the rows. As soon as you've done the rows, you go right into power cleans, and so on and so forth, without putting the barbell down. So if you're doing all these exercises in a row, the weight can't be that high because not a lot of people out there are doing like 315 RDLs right into 315 bent over rows, for instance. So this is a really good option if maybe someone's a little crunched for time and say you want to just get a main lift with them and then do some extra volume work afterwards. This would fit really perfectly into that kind of routine. It'd probably take only about a half hour to 40 minutes. Another really good option, again, this could be something right after this could be something on an off day where, again, someone wants to get a little bit more volume. They're not training super hard with you 3 or 4 days per week. And again, it's just a little fun. The whole workout itself, if they did this on an off day, would be about maybe 10 minutes, including a warm up. So really good options there. Another really good option for off day conditioning are just simple farmer's carries. You can use a 3-to-1 work to rest ratio. You can just have them do a certain amount of work, either time or distance, and then just rest until they feel they're good. And again, the whole point here is not going hard, not going fast, not getting super out of breath or anything like that. We're just doing some work, getting a good sweat on. And this is a really good modality because you're walking. So again, very low to no impact. And you are lifting weights, you're holding weights in each hand. However, it's not super impactful. It's not really going to carry over into the next workout, the following day or the rest of the week. And also, farmer's carries are a really great hip, shoulder, and core health exercise. So really low impact, really good option. It's something I like to do a lot for myself and I do for some clients. Another really powerful tool when it comes to increasing people's conditioning levels as well as helping them drop fat is just simple walking. Have them walk on the treadmill, put their headphones in, turn Netflix on. They can do that for a half hour to an hour. They can do the same thing on a bike or an Airdyne or whatever. This is very powerful because it's no impact. It's going to help people's recovery. And it's obviously going to increase their activity level. So this is a great option to add to people if they want to come in again on off days. Really good option to do because they're, again, just helping recovery for their workouts and they're going to leave the gym feeling better than they did when they entered.